Good afternoon, you awesome bunch of racer peoples. Welcome to MOCAN Dragway. It is time for Funny Car Chaos. This is race 2 of a 7-race series. It's the Best of Texas Barbecue Sauce Funny Car Chaos Championship Tour presented by Red Line Shirt Club. We've got a picture-perfect day for you here on this gorgeous Friday afternoon, right on the Missouri-Kansas line, and we are ready to go racing in about a little less than 2 hours. We're going to have a test session going on at 5 o'clock for those of you that want to make a test shot and try out this awesome piece of real estate here known as MOCAN Dragway. We'll have them going down the racetrack starting at 5 o'clock. Qualifying, of course, comes up at 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Our funny car driver meeting will be taking place in the grandstand across the track from the tower. It's going to start at 4 o'clock. If you already have your tech cards turned in, thank you very much. If you have not already turned your tech card in, bring it with you to the driver meeting and we'll get it turned in there. So we're looking forward to seeing everybody over there next to the Red Line Shirt Club booth where we'll be meeting for our driver meeting coming up at 4 o'clock straight up.
This is the second Funny Car Chaos here at MOCAN Dragway. This has been one of my favorite drag strips my whole life, and this is one of my favorite truck operators, Mr. Carl Blanton here. He's been busting his tail along with his crew all week out here, guys, getting this place ready to go. So let's give him a hand.
That is absolutely fantastic. I was going to buy one and do this exact thing, so you guys read my mind. You guys are
There we go. All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tonight, have tested 2 between 8 and 9, and we'll have tested 2 coming up here after this testing session. Or out in the parking lot, I would recommend the spot by the fence or in the sand because it's going to get good. On the racetrack before we go into funny car qualifying. 2 rounds qualifying tonight. 1 last shot tomorrow afternoon. From just across the line in Oklahoma, Marietta, Oklahoma, home for the Red River Raiders. He is a past champion in the Southwest Heritage Racing Association, and they are some they didn't play, they gave the win actually in the outlaw shootout, but if you go through the pits and start seeing who's here, did I mention it might get loud in here? FARNDON has the Play It Loud machine. SCHNEIDER, 150 miles an hour. 454 and 571. Backing up there, driver. Another personal best for Clay Cunningham, 425, 168. Goes 424 at 173.8. Nancy was playing at the tree, but goes 423 to 163 miles an hour in the nitro car down the old highway lane. Miles an hour right down the middle. There's a
Good morning, you awesome bunch of racer peoples. Welcome to MoCan America Day 2. It's race day at the Decades of Wheels Automobile Museum Funny Car Chaos. This championship tour this year brought to you by Best of Texas Barbecue Sauce and the Red Line Shirt Club. We're glad to have you here at the racetrack. We're going to start time trials with junior dragsters at 12 noon. The hot rod bracket cars will follow the junior dragsters. And of course, our juniors and our brackets will be over on the staging lanes 1 through 7 over there across the way from the tower. That's where you will line up. After the hot rod bracket time trial number 1, we'll have the Outlaw Nostalgia Shootout qualifying. And then our Dirty South Gassers, Hot Rods, and Super Stockers will be coming your way after that. Funny Car Thunder at MoCan Dragway. Ronnie Young in the legendary Blue Max is in the O'Reilly lane. And Brandon Lewis in the Attitude Adjuster Chevy Camaro. 413 cubic inches of Alan Johnson Hemi in that Attitude Adjuster car out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. This is your number 4 and number 5 qualifiers squaring off here in round 1. Ronnie Young. Terry Darby turning the benches. He's the crew chief. Knows how to make a nitro engine sing. Guy Chip is the crew chief for Brandon Lewis and the Lewis family entry to the Attitude Adjuster. They're moving up towards the line, getting ready for our first pair down the racetrack. It's in the driver's hands now as they move into pre-stage position. Attitude Adjuster turns on the ball first. Ronnie Young follows suit and he cracks up the top ball on Christmas tree. He's Christmas tree side by side at the top, and it's going to be the Blue Max 404 to a 406. Brandon Lewis had a starting line advantage. Oh my goodness, race fans, listen to this. That was a starting line advantage for Brandon Lewis, but it was a 0.02 of a second margin of victory for the Blue Max up at the top end of the racetrack. 404 beats a 406, 167 miles an hour, 194.6 miles an hour. 0.02 of a second margin of victory. Brandon Lewis almost got it done with a whole shot, but not quite enough. Next pair up, it's going to be Ken Singleton, your number 1 qualifier, taking on Jim Gifford, your number 8 qualifier. Jim is from Tappan, Pennsylvania. The car is from Florida. It's called the Fool's Gold, a 1972 Plymouth Duster. 498 cubic inches of Brad Anderson Hemi. And this is number 1 versus number 8 here in first round competition of 8-field funny car. All right, who you like? Tower side, spectator side, pick 'em. 2 goes down and 1 comes back. Number 1 qualifier, the high risk. Number 8, the Fool's Gold. Jim Gifford thinking upset. Can he pull it off? Jim Gifford, so that was over at the beginning. Look at the performance on these cars. 384, low ET of the event so far at 198 miles an hour. A 418 with a red light, 170 miles an hour for Jim Gifford. That was a 981 to 60 foot for Ken Singleton. 259 to the half-track point. That is the low ET of the event so far. And we kind of thought that Ken Singleton was on a mission. Big long burnout down that Redemption Motorsports lane. Bucket list Nitro Nick. Double shot of Nitro Thunder coming your way. Plenty of Nitro cars in the A field except, oh yeah, that number 1 qualifier guy. Gary and Susan Doak, they have the bucket list. They're out of Kerrville, Texas. Their driver, Nitro Nick Colton, is from San Antonio. He's recently retired, and now he just drives funny cars and picks the guitar. Give it to Nitro Nick with a 391. That's 2 391s this weekend. 191.3 miles an hour and a wind light. That was a 990 to 60 foot, a 106 to 60 foot for Chuck Loftin. Chuck Loftin with late shoots coming out. And as they bring the cars to a safe stop up in the shutdown area. Coming to life to rock your world on Saturday afternoon. It's round 1. Ronax Custom Coffee, A-Field Funny Cars, sun shining. That Tomcat Pontiac Firebird over there in the Redemption Lane is tuned by the legend himself, Del Poldi. Young, up-and-coming, maybe legend to be, Jake Sanders is tuning the American Outlaw. Number 3 versus number 6. You can hear the horsepower. You can feel it in your chest. Get ready for it to thump you when that loud pedal gets pressed. Hit the north. Matter. One of them coming back to the semifinal. Who do you think it's going to be? 3 bugs left. The wind light goes to Nancy Matter, 396, 195 miles an hour, takes out a 406 at 203 miles an hour. I told you we'd see 200 miles per hour before the weekend was over. 406 and 203 miles an hour on a losing pass, 396 and a wind light for Nancy Matter in the Tomcat Pontiac at 195.57 miles an hour. How's that for rocking your world at Funny Car Chaos? It's the Alki Digger B field. First round Funny Car Eliminator coming at you right now, Matt Nissen. He's from Alma, Nebraska. Running Down a Dream. It's the title of a Tom Petty song. It's also a metaphor for how most of us feel about funny cars. Jeff Cameron has been running Heritage Racing in the Southwest Heritage Racing Association. Steps up to funny car with this beautiful Pontiac that you see in the Redemption Lane. Here we go. They're staged up. We're ready to do the green light on both sides. And Jeff Cameron keeps trying to keep it straight. And at the top end, it is close, but a wind light for the Running Down a Dream. 455 beats a 482. That was a big hole shot from Jeff Cameron, and he just about maintained the lead, but Matt Nissen comes around at the finish line to go to the second round with a 455, 153.69 mile per hour winning pass to take out the 482, 139 of Jeff Cameron. So Lumina and Mustang. Big block Chevys providing the motivation for both of these cars. And Nick Johnson qualified with a 454 in the second spot of the B field. So 2 races, 7. Dan Butheris will be your 7th qualifier in your Alky Digger B field. 498 was the qualifying lap time for the Ratitude. Prairie Fire and Ratitude. Nebraska versus Kansas. Drivers bringing it forward to get in the ready position for launch. $3,000 top prize in the Alky Digger B field on the line. You got to get past this pair to have a shot at it. Dan Butheris in the pre-stage. Nick Johnson. Bottles up. They'll bring the revs up. Put them in the line. Both sides of the Christmas tree. Problems for the Ratitude car. It's going to be Nick Johnson in the Prairie Fire with a 440. Jordan BALLEW comes into this race second place in points. Clay Cunningham not far behind him. Clay Cunningham continues to set personal best performances. Actually, every time he's been down the racetrack here at MoKan, so I think you have found a big fan of MoKan Dragway in Clay Cunningham. Tri-Hop team changed their motor combination this year, and they're working to sort it out. Outside the Christmas tree, BALLEW gives it up, and it's a 422. Yet another personal best for Clay Cunningham as the Still Crazy one. And if you hang around him long, you'll understand. Still Crazy. 9948 to the 60 foot in the Still Crazy car. 007 on the tree. I think Mr. Cunningham was ready. 007 on the tree, 994 to 60 foot, and a 422 at 170 miles an hour.
9948 to the 60 foot in the Still Crazy.
All right, gotta love that showmanship as they do side-by-side long smoky burnouts. That's just like it was in 1971 when I went to my first race at Amarillo Dragway. On the red light, it's a 444 to a 462. Team Brutus, you guys found something, I think. Wow, who knew that a hoop on a roller coaster could make that much of a difference? 444 at 156 miles an hour. Smiles all around for Team Brutus. 102 to 60 foot and 288 to half track.
Who knew that a hoop on a roller coaster could make that much of a difference? 444 at 156 miles an hour.
All right, race fans, we're checking in with Nick Johnson here, going into the semifinals of the B field with the Prairie Fire. Ran a 440.
Yep.
First round, how was that run for you?
It was awesome. That car 60 footed as hard as it ever has. I've got a .98 60 foot, and it just went out there and did its thing.
Very good, man. So how about these fans here at MoKan?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, you're from Nebraska, right?
Right.
You frequent runner here at MoKan?
No, this is my first time here.
First time. Well, we're glad you're here, man, and we wish you luck next round, and glad you joined us here at MoKan.
Heck yeah.
All right, thank you.
Right on.
Hey, race fans, we're checking in with Ken Singleton, Mr. High Risk. He's here trying to defend his win from 2018. Started off here #1 qualifier, laid down a nice high 80 yesterday, and then you laid down a low 80 in qualifying today, and then open first round with a win. So how we looking? How we feeling?
We're feeling good. The car's running really good. We're figuring it out with this new tune-up and going around. So
Sounds good. Yeah. Well, you like it here at MoKan Dragway. How about the racetrack? How about the fans up here?
This is an awesome place. Love this place. I mean, we won here last year, and hopefully we're going to repeat that. That's our goal. And
Right.
just the fans are outstanding, and couldn't ask for you guys too. I mean, Chaos alone is pretty awesome.
Yeah, no, we love it, and we're glad you're here, and we look forward to it. And good luck in defending your win, buddy.
Right. Thank you,
All
sir.
right. Alright, race fans, we're checking in with Nitro Nick Poloson. He's the driver of the bucket list. Got past that first round today. How'd it feel?
Everything's running good, Chris. The track seems to be coming to us. We've got a good, consistent, fast race car. We're looking forward to the next round.
Alright, man. How about this MOCAN Dragway? How about these fans out here?
I'll tell you what, they're great. As you know, we've been here before with the fuel altereds, and it's just a great crowd to run for. They pack the place. Man, look at that spectator side.
I know.
A lot of people out
That's
there.
right. We all been stringing together 390s pretty regular, so keep it up, and we wish you luck in the semi.
See what we can do. Thanks, everybody.
Contestants in the trivia contest, but no winners yet.
Okay, race fans, this is Ken Singleton. They are a family operation out of Chickasha, Oklahoma. Former boat racer, runs in the Outlaw Fuel Altered Association rather successfully. Decided to go funny car racing for the very first time here at MOCAN Dragway in 2018. Seemed to work out pretty well as he took home $5,000 as the winner of last year's event. And he's got the opportunity to solo into the final as the Blue Max, his opponent, was unable to answer the call. Shatters the tires a little bit, but stays right on in it. Hangs out the laundry at the top, 439, 193.9. So we are into the final with Ken Singleton, and our next pair coming up will determine who the opponent will be. Stronger than dirt, my friends. Stronger than dirt. Long, smoky, stout-sounding burnouts as our cars are ready. Our competitors are ready for action. One of them's going to the final round to have a chance at that $5,000 winner's purse in the Rodax Custom Coffee A-Field Funny Car Final. The bucket list car has been under 4 seconds every time down the racetrack. Came out right off the trailer with a strong 391 pass. He's been running the same number all weekend long. He needs another one right now. Now hangs out the laundry. So Nancy Matter is going to the final with another 396 at 196 miles an hour. So Nitro Nick goes red, 09 red, and the parachute comes out immediately. He drags that chute through the lights at 165 miles an hour in 4.25 seconds. But that one was over at the starting line with the red light for the bucket list car. And Nancy Matter puts the Tomcat Trans Am into the final round with lane choice to take on Ken Singleton. Semi-final round, Alky Digger B-Field Funny Car. Nebraska on the right, Texas on the left. Matt Nissen. He was the first car down the racetrack yesterday in funny car qualifying, and he's still in competition in that running down a dream machine over there in the redemption lane. Got a 496 cubic inch Rodex for power. He's got Clay Cunningham in the other lane, still crazy machine, with wife Whitney guiding Clay back in his tracks after the burnout. Spot in the final, a chance to go for $3,000 American right here, right now. Easing into the ready position, and we are going for Clay Cunningham goes red. 4:52 and 5:08. The elapsed times, 155 miles an hour, running down a dream. So with the red light start, Clay Cunningham puts Matt Nissen into the final. Matt Nissen with a 4:52, his best run of the weekend, 4:52 at 155 miles an hour. Fires are lit. Prairie Fire and Brutus. Brutus's team had a threat. Nebraska. Heats up the hides over here on the tower side in the O'Reilly lane. Matt Nissen is in the final. One of these cars will be joining him. Nick Johnson and Chris Schneider looking for that spot in the final. $3,000 goes to the winner of the B field. Will it be the car from Hereford, Texas with the driver from Orange, Nebraska? Or the Mustang with the Hemi, the Brutus car from Independence, Missouri? Chris Schneider or Nick Johnson? All right, here we are. Matt Nissen awaits. He wants to see who his opponent will be. Green lights on both sides. The pedal job by Brutus trying to hang in there, and the Prairie Fire goes to the final. It'll be all Nebraska in the final round of the Alky Digger B field. 4:37 for the Prairie Fire. 158 miles an hour and a ticket to the final. Chris Schneider had to pedal it. He went 478 at 152.85 miles an hour, but certainly no shame in their game this weekend as the Brutus car really steps up, performs well, and goes all the way to a semi-final finish. But the final will be Nebraska versus Nebraska. Nick Johnson versus Matt Nissen. Are y'all ready for some final round racing action and Alky Digger B field funnies? Here they come. $3,000 on the line for the person that gets the win light in this matchup right here. Very fire goes red, so Matt Nissen gets the win light. 451 and 439. The Prairie Fire on a run. 439 at 156.85 miles an hour, but left the red light shining. 451 with a 955.66 miles per hour and a win light. It was over at the starting line, but they still ran hard all the way down the racetrack. Nick Johnson and the Prairie Fire car will be your runner-up. And your champion in the Alky Digger B Field Funny Car class at Funny Car Chaos, Matt Nissen, taking home the $3,000 check, the trophy, the bragging rights, and the points. Ken Singleton, qualified number 1, finds himself in the final, looking for a fourth $5,000 check, as he would like nothing better to get back to the winner's. Nancy Matter switched over from alcohol to nitro funny cars with the advent of Funny Car Chaos, and has really found her groove this weekend at MONTE Dragway. She's out of Louisville, Texas. She's got a crew chief that's been around the block a time or two, Dale Cole D. You recognize that name? So nitro in the redemption lane, M1 in the O'Reilly lane. Alcohol versus nitro, side-by-side, Funny Car Thunder on a Saturday night at MONTE Dragway. I'm not sure who to pick. Who do you want? There's 5,000 American greenbacks going to the winner. Ken Singleton is ready. Nancy Matter is ready. Cars pull into the stage position. We'll get a flash of amber. And so, first or worst, and worst happened second, as Ken Singleton goes across the track, finishes the race in Nancy Matter's lane. So Nancy Matter goes red, but it's first or worst. So Nancy Matter went red, but Ken Singleton crossed the center stripe. So your winner in Funny Car Chaos at MONTE Dragway, her first win in Funny Car Chaos is Nancy Matter.